And good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Don't have to say I don't own the rights to this music because they don't know what it is. Let me straighten my head up. I don't want to come in here pimping. People like, man, you look like a pimp. No, I ain't no pimp, man. I'm just a regular old guy trying to make some shit work. That's who I am. Just somebody that keep throwing their ideas on the wall and hoping that one of them will stick and it'll become successful. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to do. But listen, I want to talk about this because you're the answer to all of the madness, all of the foolishness, all of the craziness that's going on in the world. You're the answer. And you got so many people, man, that are afraid, waiting on somebody else to make a move before they do. And if you don't make a move, why should anybody else? Maybe if you show some positivity, it might encourage somebody else to be positive. Everybody's sitting back waiting for somebody else to get the ball rolling. But you're the answer. Let your light shine. Don't be afraid. Don't. Hey, Tanya. There you go. There you go. No, cause man, when you're pimping, boy, you cock your hat a little bit, when you're pimping. But I said, let me put it on straight, cause I don't want nobody to come up here talking about, look at him. I knew he was a pimp. No, I ain't. I'm just a nice guy, okay? That can wear some hats. That's all. I just been blessed, man. I got it from my grandmama. My grandmama could wear some hats, okay? And it just fell on me to be able to wear some hats because I was her favorite. Out of all the grandchildren my grandmother got, I was her favorite. Okay, I was her favorite because every time my grandmama, Miss Cora, one of these days I'm gonna have a picture and I'm gonna show y'all my grandmama. My grandmama was like 4'9" and had a punch like a mule, for real. She's about 4'9", real short. But boy, if my grandmama hit you with her fist, she gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm serious about that, boy. Boy, if my grandmama mess around and hit you with her fist, she gonna knock you out. She gonna knock you out. Okay? And she raised me, man, and that's a lot of my wisdom that I got. See, my grandmother dipped snuff. And she always had a little cup that she carried with her that she would spit in. And sometimes she would miss the cup and get it all over your car. So didn't nobody want to drive my grandmama around but me. But see, they didn't know that, when my grandmama get ready to go in, she said, baby, what you doing? I said, where you got to go, grandma? McCurry, what are you trying to do? She come on, take me this there. See, she put a little money in my pocket and filled my tank up with gas. All right, that's what my grandmama would do. I didn't mind her spitting on. You spit on my car all you want. I got a tank full of gas. Shoot, in Alabama, you couldn't go now see DC. You can walk wherever you want to go or get on the subway and catch the bus. You ain't got that luxury in Alabama. If you ain't got no car, you short. You are short, buddy. So no, wherever you want to go, baby, I'll take you. Sure will. I'll take you. I'll stop what I'm doing. Cause I know I'm gonna get me a little cash out of this and tank full of gas. But no, seriously, man, you are the answer. And it's surprising that so many people don't see. They're the answer. Nothing can be successful without you. Let me say that again. Nothing can be successful without you. If people didn't get behind an idea, it would not be successful. Okay? If people didn't support an idea, it wouldn't be successful. It wouldn't be successful. And I don't know why you don't see you're the answer. Why are you waiting on somebody else? Why can't you set the example? Why can't you be the one to get out front? Why can't you be the one to start the ball rolling? Why do you have to always wait on somebody else to be the one to start the ball rolling? How come you don't do it? Why are you afraid to take that risk? Seriously, these are some serious questions. See, because right now, everybody else sitting back waiting for somebody else to be the one to get the ball rolling. David, oh man, you know, and to this day, it was Garrett, my grandmama dipped Garrett Snuff. To this day, I still remember my grandmama dipped Garrett Snuff. Sure did. Go to Costa Rica. It's in the house. Man, I got Tanya in the house. I got David in the house. I got Go to Costa Rica in the house. I just saw an article, man, where this black couple moved down to Costa Rica and they ended up, I got Edward up in the house. And they ended up moving to Panama, but they was talking about their lifestyle in Costa Rica, okay? But no, seriously, man, we got so many people that are sitting back waiting for other folk to get the ball rolling, and you could be the one. Somebody could be waiting on you, okay? That's what they say. It's a simple life, man. Simple life. One of these days, I'm going to get down there with my wife. One of these days, I'm going to get down there. Well, see, David, see, Edward, see, then you don't want to learn. Edward say, I don't want to get the ball rolling because if I make a mistake, people will talk about it. No, well, let them talk about you, man. How do you think you learn if you don't ever want to make mistakes? If you never want to make mistakes, then you're going to stay as you are. You'll never change. David! Garrett Snuff, man. That's what my grandmama used to dip. Garrett Snuff. Never will forget that. And she had a little tissue that she put in the bottom of a cup, boy, and spit that snuff in it. That's right. Sure did. Always had snuff. And she used to, because my grandmama was a early riser. I mean, she get up at the butt crack of dawn, buddy. 3:30, 4 o'clock, my grandmama up. And nobody knew that my grandmother drank beer. Rabbit Spider. Shoot, man, if we got stung by a bee, my grandma would go in her mouth and put some snuff on that thing, man. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that bee sting. That's right. If we did something, man, my grandmama would go in her mouth with her finger, dip out some of that stuff, and spread it on whatever was wrong. And that shit worked too. It worked. That's the truth. It worked. Okay. But no, seriously, Edward. See, we got so many people, man, that are afraid to make mistakes. And when you're afraid to make mistakes, you're afraid to learn. What you think you learn from? Mistakes. And if you never want to make a mistake, then you ain't gonna never grow. You ain't gonna never learn nothing. Cause you scared to make mistakes and you stuck in the same place. And you can be that way for the rest of your life, stuck. Cause you don't want to make a mistake. And that's what we got to get people past. Stop. How you think you're gonna learn if you never make a mistake? What you think you learn from? Your mistakes is what you learn from. And if you are afraid to make a mistake, man, you stuck in life. You ain't gonna grow. You ain't going nowhere. Because you always gonna talk yourself out of doing something because you don't want to learn. You don't want to make a mistake. Mistakes are how you learn. Okay? If you're wise. Let me put that little caveat. Mistakes are how you learn. Okay? Rabbi Spider say sometimes you gotta break something to fix it. And that's true. But look how many people don't want to break nothing. Look at how many people don't want to learn. Because they're afraid of making mistakes. And then they talk about how miserable and unhappy their life is because they don't want to make a mistake. Maybe if you start making some mistakes, you can get out of that rut that you're in. Maybe if you start making mistakes, you'll start learning where to go and what to do and what not to do. See, if you're a fool and you keep making a mistake, that's all you're going to do. When you are a foolish person, when you are a simpleton, all you gonna do is still keep making the same mistake over and over again, looking for a different outcome. When you are a simpleton, as Everett call them, simps, okay? Wow. Rabbit Spider said there was a Japanese samurai that basically lost every battle he was in so he could learn how to be them. They called him the greatest swordsman of all time. Okay, yeah, give me his name because I want to look him up. And this is but this is the problem with everyday people. Everyday people don't want to make a mistake, which means they don't want to learn. They don't want to recognize category. See when let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. In DC, you know, I ran across so many people that used to say, "Hey, can I ask you something?" And I fall for the trap. And when somebody say, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" It's some crap following it. It's some bullshit following it. Can I ask you a question? You're gonna regret it. Because it's some bullshit following that. Okay? And it took me a long time to learn, wait a minute. When somebody asks you, "Hey, can I ask you something?" No, you can't. And keep it moving. Cause in the past I've learned from my mistakes that every time I say, yeah, what is it? I got to deal with some bullshit. Okay? And if you think I'm lying, go back and look at the times people ask you, hey man, can I ask you a question? And look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. But see, you got people that just flat out afraid, like Edward. Because what he say? Let me read what Edward say. I don't want to get the ball rolling because if I make a mistake, people will be talking about me. But see, they ain't no better than you. All right, David. We have to learn how to lose in life. Proverbs 24:16. Matter of fact, let me read that. Let me see what that say. Proverbs 24:16. For a righteous man falls 7 times and rise again, but the wicked shall fall by calamity. See, if you're a good person, matter of fact, let me read that in the Message Bible. Let me. It says, no matter how many times you trip them up, God loyal people don't stay down long. And you worry, and if you're a good person, God say you can fall 7 times and get back up again. What are you worried about? Why are you afraid? When God say you can fall 7 times and get back up again. But see, what it is, a lot of man, today I had a tour. I had this lady that wanted me to take her grandson on a tour. Okay, he's 17 years old. And we went by the White House. Now, I found out today why my money done dried up at the White House. I found out today why my money done dried up, because I'm out of place. I'm in the wrong place. I took them to show them where the Freedmen's Bank from 1865 up to 1874, the first black bank was right across the street from the White House, Freedmen's Bank. And Frederick Douglass was the last president of that bank, and he put $10,000 of his own money trying to save it. He said it was the black man's cow, but the white man's milk. And it ended up going out of business. Okay? But when we went down there, I discovered that the fence kind of I've been seeing people walking along the fence in front of me, but it didn't dawn on me, man, you need to go get in the flow of that traffic. That's what the reason your money done dried up is, because you ain't in the flow of the traffic anymore. Okay? See, you thinking people should come to you, but you done got out of the flow of the traffic. Where they got to come, they don't have no other way. And when I said, this is where I need to be, right at because they got to walk by me to walk in front of the White House. And when they do walk in front of the White House they're going to have to pass right by me. So tomorrow, I'll be in that position. I've been out of position. And see, and this is what I'm saying. See, if you don't learn from your mistakes, ain't because I just said, oh, I'm sitting at the top of the hill because I can see the whole park. I don't need to be seeing the whole park. I need to be in the flow of traffic. Okay? And because I said, I told the lady, I said, this is sacrifice. I said, my grandmama raised me. So, at first I wasn't going to do it. And God said, go on, do that. Do that. Okay, go ahead on and do the tour. And then, I took her to get something to eat. I picked them up from the hotel, took them back to the hotel. And I thought that, I said, wow, that lady didn't give me a tip. And then she sent me a message. She sent me $20 on Apple Pay. Okay, saying how much that her grandson had enjoyed the tour and how much he learned. I said, okay, all right. But now I know I can't wait to get out tomorrow and get in position. See, now I want to see how this is going to work since I'm going to get in position. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get him in my SASAKI. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Shoo. 1612. Wow. Being one of the famous swordsmen from Japan and known as the history's greatest loser, this particular version of him has never won a fight in the history of Japan. But this is due to the fact that once he has developed an exact strategy on how to beat someone, he never chooses to challenge them again. Listen to this, y'all. Being one of the famous swordsmen from Japan and known as the history's greatest loser, this particular version of him has never won a fight in the history of Japan. But this is due to the fact that once he developed an exact strategy on how to beat someone, he never chooses to challenge them again. Man, that's compassion. That's compassion. That's wisdom. You see, and so many people want to pass up wisdom because they don't want to be the answer. They don't want to be the answer. They want somebody else to be the answer. And this is what's wrong with our young people. Because they ain't trying to be no answer. They trying to get something for nothing. Because that's what they see working. They don't see anybody being the answer working. They don't see anybody leading, profiting. They don't see that. All they see is negativity working. And if you want something different, why don't you be the difference that you're looking for? See, you looking for a difference in somebody else, but you want to stay the same. Is that fair? You want somebody else to be different, even in relationships. You want other people to change in a relationship, but you want to stay the same. And this is the problem why a lot of people can't even get along, because don't nobody want to change. You see, don't nobody want to be the answer. Everybody want to be the problem. They don't want to be the answer. They ain't trying to be the answer out of fear, because they worried about what somebody gonna say about them. And them same people that's talking about you wasn't gonna support you anyway. I get people come on here and say something, and I say something and say, see, that's the reason I was gonna give you somebody. Man, get the fuck out of here. You wasn't gonna do nothing. And if you did, I'd give it back to you. See, you wait till I say something wrong, and then you want to use that as an excuse. Talk about, I was going to see, that's why I ain't going to give, I was going to give you something, but now that you talking, man, you just make an excuse. Rabbit spiders say, when people become successful, other people will always hate. The more successful you become, the more urgent it is for you to move on from the people you started off with. Well, I can yes and no to that. Yes, when the people that always got their hand out looking for something, them the ones you need to move on from. The ones that always hanging around for a free ride. But see, and that's not all of your friends. There are some of your friends that genuinely have your back. The ones that don't have your back are the ones that's always in it for something. Them the ones you need to move on from. Okay? And that don't even apply to, that applies to anybody. Anybody that is around you for what they can get, and you can know, you all you got to do is pay attention when they show up. See, when the work need to be done, they ain't nowhere to be found. But when it comes time to celebrate, when it comes time to party, when it comes time to eat, they the first ones in line. Them the ones you need. That's almost everyone, though. People don't understand loyalty anymore. But see, because we don't know how to recognize loyalty anymore. See, the person that's kissing your ass that you can't do no wrong with, that ain't no loyal person. Let me say that again. Hey, Donald John Trump, you listening to this? Hey, President Trump, you listening? Listen, see, the people that's kissing your ass, them ain't the ones that's loyal to you. Because they in it for something. They got an ulterior motive. Because the person that has your back is going to also be truthful and honest with you, even when it might hurt you. It might make you upset. And that's let me see what we got here. Everybody trying to kiss his ass. Cause they looking for something. Cause they know if they get in there and kiss his butt, he gonna give them something. They know that. They know it. They know it. See, and look at the pics he done made. It's from the people, all right, trying not to go to jail. They want something. See, them people that's kissing your behind, they want something. They ain't in it for nothing. They ain't kissing your butt for nothing. They have an ulterior motive. They doing that. They doing that for a reason, buddy. You can cool believe that. That ain't because I like you. That's because, man, I'm trying to get something. And I know if I butter you up enough, I'm going to get it. Because that's what you like. And you know what? Y'all want me to tell you why this Trump term is going to be different from his last Trump term? Matter of fact, before I say that, let me look. Let me look. Let me look. When was that he came in office? In 2016, right? 2016. Hold on. I want to see something. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. I want to see something. Okay, it still come on the same day. Okay, it's still the same day, January 20th. Okay, it's still the same day. I for some reason I thought it might. Um, um, this gonna be different. I do believe, cause Pluto is gonna be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. I don't know if a lot of y'all know that. But Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. We are now in the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius started this month. This month. Um. Well. If maybe the beginning of World War III is right around the corner, and Israel's gonna be the one, the landowner. At least you know the Jewish question. What's the Jewish question? What's the Jewish question? What is that? Educate me. What's the Jewish question? The landowner. What is the Jewish question? Oh, the nigga is what's between your mama's legs. That's who the nigga is. The nigga is what's between your mama's leg and your woman's legs. That's the nigga. That's the nigga. How you think you're gonna come up in here and think you're gonna insult me? Come on, man. Come on. Let me see who you are. Let me see who you are. Let me go to your channel and take a look. Join August the 6th, 2024. So this one of your burning the nigga's begging for I ain't begging. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it to you. I don't have to beg for food stamps. I don't have to beg for food stamps. Not at all. Because I do have people that will support me, that will come up in here and support me, will send me money, and I ain't got to ask them for it. So I don't have to beg, man. I don't have to beg. I serve a good God. Something that you don't know about. Lil dog, what's going on? All right? What's going on? You know, so all you doing is just Dwayne, what's happening? It's Lil Dog. It's Lit Dog. Okay, I stand to be corrected, Lit Dog. I stand to be corrected, Lit Dog. I just saw L.I. and I just thought it was Lil Dog. No, I ain't no Lil Dog. I'm Lit Dog. Okay, Lit Dog. Thank you for joining me, man. Dwayne, thank you for joining me. But see, when you get ignorant people like this cat that come up in here, that see, and you have a daughter, see, that's what your daughter gonna end up getting with a nigga. Cause that's all the karma that you got. You gonna come in, you think you hurting me by calling me a nigga? Man, that's coming back on you. That's coming back on you. That don't insult me. That's what you sowing into the universe. And see, and the things that you love is gonna get caught up with a nigga. The very things you love gonna get caught up with a nigga. And you think you heard me. I just told you, man. We going into it's a whole different energy in the atmosphere right now. You ain't hurting me. You hurting yourself. You bringing some shit on you. And boy, wouldn't that be something if your daughter come home pregnant from a nigga? That break your heart. that now you and you're gonna have to love the grandchild because you ain't gonna turn your back on it. You're gonna try, but you're gonna have to love. So keep on coming up in here with that foolishness. Okay? Yeah, what you hate, thank you, man. Dwayne hit it. What you hate, your daughter gonna love. So if I was you, I would be careful about how I'm insulting people, because what you hate, your daughter or your son, and Lord knows if he get tied up with one of these hoochies, your ass would be embarrassed. And you think you hurting me. Be careful, man. Be careful. That's why I ain't blocking you. That's why I ain't blocking you. Come up in here with that little dick energy. I ain't blocking you so I can educate your ass. To let you know you hurting yourself. You ain't hurting me. See? That's who you hurting. Because that shit gonna come back to you, buddy. You gonna see it again. And see, and that goes to show you if that's what you probably work with some black folk and they don't even know, because what you coming here under, what's your name? The landowner. I guarantee you work with some black folk. And they don't even know that you referring to by nigga on social media. And you work with black people. And you get up in here and got the nerve that's what's in your heart. That's the darkness that's in. Remember, I said you the answer? See, that goes to show you that you come up here with that. See, you answered the show just who you are. You show it, you come up in here with your foolishness and you show just who you are. And you think you hurt me. And all you doing is exposing yourself. But I don't have to know your name. I don't have to know your name. Yeah, that's me. Shake Sack, conservative atheist is dead. I heard. You coming in here talking about I used to be a conservative atheist is dead. And that's what somebody told me earlier this summer. That he died. He dead. And I told him I believe it when I see the obituary. See, there you go. Talking about are you the guy? Oh, it's a lie. Oh, really? Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. When the last time you saw him on social media? Think about it. When the last time you saw him on social media? And he was on that all the time. When the last time you saw him? Matter of fact, let's Google. Let's Google. Let me see. On YouTube. Conservative atheists. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing on YouTube with him because he always had that clown face. How am I being hateful? Let me look at you. Let me look at you. How am I being hateful? Let me look at you. Let me go to your channel and see what you got. Oh, you joined in 2023. Okay, I'll let you stay. I'll let you stay. I call myself a Christian. What am I being hateful about? When a man talk about fucking my dead mama, that's hateful. That's hateful right there. Okay, that's hateful. So how am I being hateful? I'm still here. He dead. I'm still here. He dead. So who's the hateful one? Who's a hateful one? But you got to learn how to give. And man, I'm the biggest giver you ever seen. I'm the biggest giver you ever seen. Even when I don't have, I give. Damn. Okay. I'm the biggest giver you ever seen. I am. I'm the biggest giver you ever seen. No, hands down. Hands down. The biggest giver you ever seen. Matter of fact, I'm God's distribution channel in the earth realm for finances. That's who I am. I'm God's main distribution channel for money in the earth realm. Subi, thank you for joining me. Okay, that's it. And I'm gonna do it this Christmas too. I'm gonna do it this Christmas too, because I believe, man, I'll be debt free this Christmas. I believe I will be debt free this Christmas. This will finally be the Christmas that I'll be debt free. And I want to get to my wife and see what it's like to have some debt free sex with her. Relaxing beverage is in the house. Thank you for joining me. That's what I want to do. Okay? Debt free. All right, I want to see what it's like, man, to have some debt-free sex with my wife. And ain't nobody between us. I ain't got nothing between us. Okay? I want to experience that. To see what it's like, because that's got to be some good shit, man. When you can have some debt-free sex. I'm gonna show that. See, a shithole ain't my pleasure palace. Let me say that again. See, a shithole, I like poo nanny, buddy. A shithole ain't my pleasure palace. So you can talk that gay shit all you want. A shithole ain't my pleasure palace. Because that's all a man got to offer to me is a shithole. I like poo nanny. That's what God created for me, that poo nanny. That's what I like. She's in the Philippines. That she is right there. That she is right there on the corner. That look right behind me. Look over my shoulder. That my wife is right there. That she is right there. See, there she is right there. Right there on that bed. That's my wife right there with them sunglasses on. That's my wife, and she's sitting right there in the Philippines waiting for me to come get her. And I'm going. Okay? You can say what you want. Where your wife at? That's what you need to be worried about. Where your wife at? You know? Or your significant other. Where's she at? If you got somebody. And you probably don't. That's why you come up in here with that gay shit. Because you're alone. Okay? See, no. That's just the way it is. That's just what, and see, and this is, let me see what this message is. He said he see his wife every single day and have sex with her. Really, every day? That's a lie. Every day you have sex with your, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't even believe that. How long you been married? ASEC. How long you been married? Casey, thank you for joining me. How long you been married? Tell me, how long you been married? Huh? I've been married 5 years. How long you been married? 1.5. Oh, really? 1.5. Oh, you know what? Listen, I ain't jealous. I ain't jealous at all. Ain't no jealousy in me. Man, I put my head down to try to get me an idea to work. I ain't got time to be jealous. I'm too busy creating. I'm too busy trying to make something work. I ain't got time to be jealous, especially for some little dick energy like you bring it. How that's gonna make me jealous? Little dick energy can't make me jealous. Let me say that shit again. Little dick energy can't make me jealous. That's why I'm letting you stay up. Yeah, that's little dick energy you coming up in here with. That I ain't jealous over that. You on the wrong playground, buddy. This is not the little dick playground where you at, buddy. You need to get that straight. Uh, Dirk Van Denberg, thank you for joining me. No, you're on the wrong playground, man. This ain't the little dick playground. So you need to go on and get up out of here before I block your ass. Before I block you, because all you're doing, man, is making yourself look bad. Okay? That's all. You're barking up the right tree. You're barking up the right tree. Okay? See, people tell you, oh, you barking up. No, you ain't barking up the wrong tree. You barking up the right tree, because I'm going to bark back at your ass. Okay? It's just that simple. Your wife hates you, and you will never have. See, there you go, man. And there you go with your gay shit. So that tells me right there, you gay. Cause any man worth his salt ain't gonna be talking about fucking another man. Okay? Let me say that before I get you up out of here. See, any man worth his salt is not going to be talking about, that's the last thing on his mind is messing with another man. Okay? No, wait a minute. Let me look at him. Let me look at his, did I look at his website? Let me look at him. You joined January 2nd, 2023. Okay. Well, oh, you younger, man. That's why. You young. You on the wrong playground, man. Get up out of here. You're on the wrong playground, man. Okay, go create another profile and come back. That's all you're gonna do. Okay? He is a child. He is a child. You know, look like a child. Got a hood on and all that shit. That's a child. Get out of here. Go back to the little dick playground. Yeah, he is. He is. But no, seriously, man. See, when I tell you, and you got to be careful about what come out your mouth. Because you might be, see, the Bible say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. Okay? All right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. And if you start be always talking about this gay shit, that's what's in your heart. That is what's in your heart. Okay? Otherwise, it wouldn't even come out your mouth. Venmo, Tanya. Girl, thank you for that $20. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you for that $20. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. I appreciate you, girl. I swear I appreciate you. Thank you. I need that 22. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I need that $20 today, boy, because, I'm the brother a little bit short. Okay? But no, man. See, again, you're the answer. Whether you want to believe it or not, by your conversation. Okay? If you don't think you're the answer, listen to other people's conversations. And right now, we got too many people that's sitting back waiting. for somebody else to make a move, and then they'll go along with it. But they don't want to be the one start. Okay? Oh, he's a youngin'. He's a youngin'. He's a youngin'. For real. He's a youngin'. So, oh man, I don't know if I showed y'all. I probably didn't, but this is a video that I did 5 years ago.
But first, rediscovering the road our ancestors paved. A new tour in town highlights D.C. Black history, inspired by the Museum of African American History and Culture. A D.C. resident and former limo driver decided to offer folks a ride to 7 different museums and monuments. Some are well known, others hidden jewels. And we began our tour this morning in Anacostia.
So the purpose of this shuttle really is to provide transportation to connect all of the African American museums and monuments in the city. And it's also designed to take the fear out of people having to come to Southeast.
What kind of people come take your tours?
Everybody that's interested in knowing some real history about the city. You see that White House right in front of us?
Yeah.
That's where Marion Barry died. Literally in the front yard of that White House right there. That's where he died.
That's that kind of history that matters.
Yeah.
Here in D.C.
It does matter. But you know, unless people know it and get a chance to see it, they won't know. I mean, our history is just dying on the vine in America because it's the best kept secret.
Do you find people very surprised when they come here or people who say, wow, I never knew this museum existed?
Very much so. All of the above. Now, see, this is the first stop. Now, this is a right to the city. This museum right here, this exhibit is going to be here for 2 years. So when I drop off here, I just turn right around and go right back down the hill to the Frederick Douglass House. Drop off there and cut across the bridge to the Martin Luther King.
You're driving all day.
Yeah. But I like what I do, though.
Why is it worth it? I mean, what do you get out of this?
Man, I got some people whose shoulders that I'm standing on, that their stories are no longer dying on the vine. They ain't dying on the vine.
Folden got real emotional at the end of our tour, and he himself is a great tour guide. His hop-on, hop-off shuttle service runs every hour, loops from Anacostia to the African American Civil War Memorial in Northwest.
See, that's 5 years ago, man. Okay? That's 5 years ago. Okay? That's 5 years ago. My hop-on, hop-off shuttle is on my website right now. And see, and listen, man, I'm standing on people's shoulders whose stories are dying on the vines. They are dying on the vines because nobody's telling them. Don't nobody want to share them. And when you realize, man, that, you know, they are the ones responsible for me being here. For me having this opportunity. I didn't create this opportunity on my own. Man, I had people before me. I'm just trying to keep their dreams alive by doing what I do. Okay? All right? So that's, you know, and that was 5 years ago, and I just happened to thank you, man. I just happened to run across it. And I said, let me share it and see. Y'all will see. You know, that so I got my Black History tools, and I got a show, and I got the message, and I got a brand. I got my Truth Conductor brand. You know, I took a hat and I made a brand out of it. I can take this hat off and tell you I'm Truth Conductor all day long, and you're going to look at me like a cow looking at a new game. What is he talking about, Truth Conductor? What is a Truth Conductor? It don't, you can't connect the dots. I can tell you I'm the truth conductor looking like this. You can't connect the dots. But let me put this hat on and tell you, man, I'm the truth conductor. Now you see a conductor. You see a conductor. And see, and that's how I told y'all, man, I ain't seen my wife I sent my wife back in 2019, June 2019. And January of 2020, we didn't even see the pandemic coming. And we used to sit in this park and talk. And I went to the spot where me and my wife used to sit and talk in this park. And all I heard was truth conductor. And I was like, whoa, because everybody told me I looked like a conductor. And when I heard truth conductor, I was like, whoa. Man, I picked up my phone. I said, let me see if that domain name is available. And it was, and I bought it on the spot. I bought the domain name on the spot. Didn't even have a definition for truth conductor. But I bought the domain name because everybody told me you look like a conductor. So I could relate. And then maybe a week later, the definition came. Hey man, you ain't nothing but a messenger from God. I've been trying to get you in the pulpit and you didn't want to go, so I put you in the street. Now and that's all a truth. Anybody can be a true conductor. Just a messenger from God. That's all. Just a messenger from God. That's all a true conductor is. I will. I will have my own show one day. I will. I will. All I got to do is don't be discouraged and don't give up. That's all I got to do. Is not give up. And that is where the rubber meets the road, man, because there are plenty of days I be like, Lord, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the struggle. I got the answer for the world. And nobody's beating my door down trying to sponsor it. And I done spread this message all over the world, sitting down in front of the White House playing national anthems of other countries. Because what I figured out was, when I play their national anthem, they're going to video it. They send it to somebody in their country. That's what they're going to do. Okay? Thank you, Dwayne. That's what they're going to do. So I couldn't be, and I used to be upset because they wouldn't even put a donation in the bucket. And God said, why are you upset when they sharing your message all over the world? That's more valuable than that dollar that you want from them. That's why I stopped getting upset. When I started playing the national anthem, and people don't say thank you, won't do, and I just say, man, you're sharing my message all over the world, and that's worth more than that dollar you can put in the bucket. Because at least you spread my message all over the world. And if you think I'm lying, Google stop hating each other because you disagree. And put it on images and see what you see. That ain't even my name. That's not even my name. Just Google stop hating each other because you disagree and put it on images and look and see what you see. Yeah, images from everywhere, from everybody. Hell, I made Pete Souza, Obama's photographer. I made his Instagram. He took a photo of me from behind. Man, I was doing bad. That's when I was struggling. And he took a photo of me from behind and put it on his website. I'm sitting right there in front of the White House. Obama's photographer. Go to his Instagram and stroll down. You'll see I'm in there. I'm in there. I had a guy just came by last week, and little young cat, man, and he was like, man, I don't have a whole lot of money, but I'm gonna share with you what I got. And he said, I got $10, and I'm gonna give you 5. He said, I know it looked like I got a lot of money, but I got a shirt and tie on, but I don't. I don't have a lot of money. And he put this is, hold on.
Brother who's got an awesome.
I don't know if I better not play that, because he might this guy. I ain't gonna play the sound because I might get a copyright strike. And I'm trying not to get a copyright strike. Okay, because he is playing. Yeah, this is a train conductor's hat. Yeah. Levithan TDS. Thank you for joining me. But yeah. And that's what I did. I took a hat, man, and made it a brand. And how many people do you know that have taken a hat and made it say, I make the hat look good. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining me. I make the hat don't make me look good. I make the hat look good because I can wear hats. Always have been able to wear hats. Always have been able to wear hats. And you would think that some hat company would be all over me, because my brand is a hat. And I could take this style hat right here, make it for everyday hat for men and women. Okay? I can make it for men and women and sell out. I can start a brand with this hat, just alter it a little bit, but the same style, and make it for everyday men and women, for every day. And I start out with black and white, and then would add more colors. And everybody I see wearing my hat, man, here $50. Thank you for your support. I'll pay you. I see you with my hat on, man. I give you $50. Thank you. Here, pay for your meal. You got my hat here, man. Here $50. Pay for your meal. Whole family got here $50 for the whole family. All y'all got my hat on? Here you go, $50 for everybody. Anywhere I go. You think I ain't gonna sell no hats? you think I won't sell no hats? If every time I see somebody wearing one of my hats, I'm giving them $50. You think I won't sell no hats? Think about it, and then I can start a fan club, and once a month, because I'm making so much money. Shit, I can get 10 people $500 as a cash prize. Hey, thank you, man. See, my grandmama always taught me. And the first time my grandmama said this, it shocked me. We was going somewhere and talking, and my grandmama had her spit cup, and she spit in her cup, and she said, look here, baby, when them fuckers looking at you, you give them something to see. I said, what you say, Makora? She said, when them fuckers looking at you, you give them something to see. Okay? That's what you do. You give, that's how my first time my grandmama told me that. Say, when them fuckers looking at you, give them something to see. And that's been my philosophy. You looking? I'm gonna give you something to see. You're gonna have something to talk. And I told my grandson, when he's a trumpet player, I said, boy, when they looking at you, give him something to see. And that boy can play that trumpet. That boy can play that trumpet. I'm telling you. Uh, um, he just told me this evening that they stole the play from the woman that created A Wonderful World. They stole her play. Okay, Vanessa Williams and Bradford Marcellus stole that play and stole her music. And when they did, they stole one of the arrangements he made. When they started promoting it, at the time he had dreadlocks. They tried to put somebody in that looked just like him. Okay, and then they had the nerve to call him up and ask him, could he be a sub? In the very play, he said, Granddaddy, I told them, fuck you. Hell no. And I said, you did the right thing. Let them find their own. The only reason they want you to sub, because they know you already know the music. Okay, but you wasn't good enough to be in the original because they stole it. And now they want you to come in as a sub. No, let them find their own sub. And if you look up A Wonderful World, it ain't been getting the reviews that girl had that play. She got it on Broadway. And as soon as it got accepted on Broadway, they kicked her to the curb. Kicked her to the curb. Sure did. And he's going up next week. Well, not next week, week after next, in December, first week of December. He's going to be in the Nina Simone play in New York City. That's how good that boy is. And his grandmama, born and raised in New York City, and don't know she got a grandson that's on fire on Broadway. She don't even know that. She don't even know it. She got a grandson on fire on Broadway. Ain't that something? You the answer, man. You are the answer. And stop being afraid to make a mistake. Because that's how you're going to learn, from making mistakes. Okay? Stop being afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Don't be afraid. Make a mistake. Only fools don't learn from their mistakes. Let me say that again. Only fools don't learn from their mistake. They keep doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different result. I hope you get into narrating. Hey, it's coming, man. It's coming. Cause I've in the last month or so, I've come into my voice. In the last month, maybe 2 months, I've actually coming to my voice. Okay, I sometimes when I'm at the White House and I'm talking on the microphone, and I have people come up and say, "Man, I love your voice. I love your voice." And I'm just now really coming into my own voice. I'm just coming into my own voice. And I see the change. I see the change. You know, I see it myself. So, you know, hey, maybe I will be narrating. Okay? Listen, I have a commercial I gave Dubai an idea. Make your next destination Dubai. Matter of fact, let me see. How can I do this without getting into? Here we go. I told my grandson to fix me a slide. I wanted to do like a slideshow for Make Your Next Destination Dubai. And when I saw what he was trying to do, I sent him pictures that had Make Your Next Destination Dubai. And when I saw what he was trying to do, I said, take those pictures out and just use some regular pictures. He said, but I think you need to put your voice as well in this to personalize it. And he said, record, make your next destination Dubai. And this is what I sent him. Next destination. Wait a minute, let me start it over. Make your next destination Dubai. That's it. And he got music behind it. It's because if I play the music, I'm going to get a copyright strike. I know that because I got one and I had to delete the video. Okay? But you can't be afraid, man, to try your ideas. What have you got to lose? If it don't work, what are you losing? Because you in the same place where you was when you made it. But if it do work, it could change your life. And see, and that's why I keep telling people, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid to try. See, this message, man, don't be afraid. Man, in fact, this guy, he blocked me on let's see, is this it? Oh no, he blocked me on YouTube. Let me see if I got it in my history. I just played it. Hold on a second. Hold on, history. Let's see if it came. Oh, here it is, right here.
The truth conductor, like I'm the truth conductor. So I gotta put and, right? And
This guy right here is Mustang Medic. We did a thing. See, but you see, there's my sign. And see, at the time, I was advertising truthconductor.tv. I had a whole different font. Okay, I started out advertising dcblacktours.com. Then I changed the font up and I started advertising truthconductor.tv. And then finally I said, wait a minute, I'm gonna change this one more time, but because I got my brand, let me just start advertising Truth Conductor. So when they Google Truth Conductor, they can get all my social media. See, that's all you got to do. Man, if you Google Truth Conductor, all my social media gonna come up. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it's gonna come up. And that's why I decided to just go with Truth Conductor, because now all my social media gonna come up. Okay, you'll see it all. And most folk are afraid to promote themselves. And this is the problem. Most folk are afraid because they worried about what people gonna think. See, that's the biggest hindrance that you can have, worrying about what people gonna think about what you're doing. Because if it works, They'll be kissing your behind if it works. They'll be kissing your behind. Be the first one talking about, oh, I remember you when. I remember you on Periscope. See, first ones. Because the people that's going to talk about you, they ain't going to do nothing for you anyway. And you worry about what they think. Isn't that amazing? How many people are worried about what people thinking that ain't going to do nothing for them anyway? Ain't going to do nothing for them anyway. And you worried about what they think. Make it make sense. You don't worry about what people, because people going to talk about you. They talking about Jesus. And you ain't no better. And you worried? And you concerned? You're the answer, man. You're the answer. You can start the ball rolling. That's all. Look, why don't you start the ball rolling? I had one guy up here, and Edward say, because he's scared of making a mistake. And people going to talk about it. Well, how you going to learn if you never make a mistake? How you going to learn? If you never make a mistake, how you going to learn? And then you turn around regretting because you didn't. See, that's what a lot of people face with. They end up regretting not doing. And you only get that chance once. You only get it one time. One time. It's when you're going to get it. And you worried about what people think? You worried about what they going to say? You worried about how you looking? Man, you trying. You doing more than what most folk are afraid to even try. At least you got the courage to get up and try. You know, when I ran for mayor of D.C. against Marion Barry, you know, even my family, my mama said, boy, you crazy. My mama told me, man, you crazy. You gonna run against Marion, because that was her boy. You gonna run against Marion Barry? You crazy. How you think you gonna do something like that? What makes you think you want to do something like that? That was 30 years ago. 30 years ago. My own mama told me I was crazy for running for mayor of D.C. But it's on my resume. It's on my resume. I ran and got about 195 votes too. Sure did. Sure did. Got about 195 votes. First time out the box. So at least I didn't blank. Somebody voted for me. See, so it wasn't in vain. Just wasn't successful. It just wasn't successful, but it wasn't in vain. Sure wasn't in vain. Or it wasn't. Okay? You're the answer. All right? You are the answer, man. Stop being afraid. Why you don't want to learn? Why you don't want to learn from your mistakes? Is the question. Why? Why you don't want to learn from your mistakes? Think about it. And that's the problem with most people. They don't want to make a mistake. He said change is hard. Really? Change ain't hard. Being stagnant is hard. Being stuck in the same place, that's hard. Change ain't hard. Change ain't hard. It's not hard, man. But being stuck in the same position, in the same place, that's hard. Because you don't never grow. See, you don't never experience when you're stuck in the same mindset, in the same rut. You ain't going nowhere. That's hard. When you don't go nowhere and you keep spinning your wheels, that's hard. Okay? Stacy, thank you so very much. That's hard. And we got too many people right now stuck in a rut. They're scared to change. Scared to change, man. And they getting the same results over and over and over again because they are afraid to be the answer. They are afraid to be the one. That's why we got the conditions we're faced right now, because nobody want to be the answer. Nobody. They waiting on somebody else to be the answer. They ain't trying to be the one. And see, the first one in is the one that wins. Let me say that again. The first one in is the one that wins. And maybe you got an answer that would put you as the first one in. And you are afraid. You're afraid. See, when you believe in what you're doing, come hell, high water, no water at all, you're going to stick with what you're doing. When you believe in it, can't nobody get you off of that. I believe in that message. I know that's a strong message. She said, I struggle with telling my beautiful sisters in friendship to tell their children it's time to swim. Well, see, again, when you learn how to swim, you just got to jump. See, most folk are afraid to jump because they don't have a safety net. God diggity dog. God diggity dog. That's what most folk don't want to jump because they ain't got no safety net. And see, and they don't have the confidence that if they do jump, that, man, they got wings to fly. They ain't got that confidence. They don't have that confidence. But see, when you jump out there and you fall a couple times, if you got a strong constitution, you'll figure that shit out. You're gonna figure it out. But if you get out, it's just like getting on a bike. And if you fall enough times, you're gonna figure that out. You're gonna get that balance straight. Okay? Listen, y'all. This is how, remember, Satan was an angel of God. Satan knows the Bible. Okay? Satan knows the Bible. And these are the kind of people like this Ozma, who Yolanda, you believe in one and only God? Let me look you up. See, then the people that you got to be leery of because you can listen to my conversation and tell what I believe in. You ain't got to ask me. Why don't you listen? Okay? Let me look this person up. See, when you go to your channel, and see when you came in here. Join April 4th, 2024. Johnny Clausen. This is a burner account. This is a burner account. That's what this is. But these are the kind of people that you need to be leery of. The ones always want to know, oh, you believe in Jesus? Because they try and get you to drop your God. Oh, you believe in the one and only God? Well, if I'm telling you, if I'm talking to people about a leap of faith, you shouldn't have to ask me that question. So get up out of here. God has not a son or a wife. God is one and only. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, you take that foolishness somewhere else. Because you just joined in April of this year. And you're going to come up here and trying to spout your godness and other stuff. Okay? He gone. Whoever that is gone, Stacy. Don't even... they gone. They gone. They ain't going to even see that because I done blocked them. Because that's foolishness. That's a burner account. That's a troll. Because they just joined this year. See, if he had to join 2022, 23, okay, I can say, but you just joined that this year. That tells me you've been trolling. Okay? You trolling. So get out of here. That's what I do for you. Get out. Listen, you can't be afraid to teach people how to treat you. Okay? Let me say that again. You can't be afraid to teach people how you want to be treated. People shouldn't be able to talk to you any kind of way that they want to and think that's okay. People should not be able to treat you any kind of way they want to and think that's okay. I have it all the time down at the White House. People want to come and talk to me any kind of way and think I'm supposed to accept it. And then when I give them some pushback, but your sign says stop it. I said, it ain't got nothing to do with hate. I don't hate you, but you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. I don't care what you're doing. There's a way that you should approach. You can't approach somebody with no nasty attitude, telling them what to do. TC, do you believe that at a certain point you have to treat people the way they treat you, or should you always treat people? No, I'm saying, teach people the way you want to be treated. When somebody approaches, I ain't talking about the kind people, okay? Stacy said, I just joined and I genuinely want people to treat me better. I struggle with rentals. I respect wicked respect. Why? Why? See, the reason you having some problems, Stacy, is because you don't have no confidence in yourself. That's the only problem. That's why people can talk to you any way they want to, because you ain't got no respect for yourself. Because if you got some respect for yourself, you ever been around somebody that started cussing and look at you and say, oh man, excuse me, I'm sorry. Because they know. Your tenants had cancer. And they're using that as an excuse to hustle you. See, what kind of tenants are they? Are they good tenants or are they bad tenants? Because even if you had cancer, you still, they use that to get out of rent payment. Oh. 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 That's not the Not that you don't have no compassion on them. See, that's a person. See, they never miss. Okay, so the question you have to ask is this: uh, where you gonna draw the line? Where you gonna draw the line? And even further than that, Stacy, uh, they have stripes. Well, see, God is not a God of confusion. Who is the great white hope? I hope he succeeds. I hope he succeeds. That might be Jesse Lee Peterson. Where do you draw the line, Stacy? Because at some point you're gonna have to draw the line. That's up to you. You're gonna have to. Where you drawing the line? Because if you've done your part, what else can they ask you? Um, James say morals, family values, and respect is needed in this country. What do you think about the Great White Hope, James? What do you think? Well, he's controlled opposition. What does that mean? What does that mean? When you say he's controlled opposition, oh, he's with us. Oh, really? So you're saying that we need more morals, family values, and respect is needed in this country, and you think he exemplify all of those, James? Now I'm the truth conductor, Smiley J. So if you don't think he exemplify all of those, then how is he with us? Even further, how is he for us if he don't have family values and morals? How's he for us? Um, Controlled opposition. Okay. So you support controlled opposition. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, that you support controlled opposition? So what are you saying? Let me look at you. Let me look at you. And good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. All right, you joined in 2022. Trains have rails. Is that control? You think the founding fathers are proud of this modern day country? Founding fathers ain't got nothing to do with it, man. They don't give a damn. Founding fathers are dead and in their grave. And what they think don't even matter. Let's start right there, okay? Founding fathers are dead and rotten in their graves. Ain't nothing they can do They can't even voice their opinion. So why you so worried about them? It ain't about what the founding fathers think. It's about what you doing. Okay? It's about you. It ain't about the founding fathers. It's about what you doing. He say, what the Constitution mean to me? I don't think you ready for that answer. I don't think you ready for that answer, man. I don't know who you are, but you coming up in here. See, I'm looking at your site. You joined January 11, 2022. So you've been around for a minute. Okay. Matter of fact, James, let me look at you. Oh, you ain't got no picture. You ain't got nothing. Wealth transfer. Oh, really? Oh, really? James, you got on your picture wealth transfer. What? I'm genuinely interested, not trolling here, sir. Okay. So what is wealth transfer to you, James? What is wealth transfer to you, James? Because that's what's on your site, wealth transfer. What does that mean? I'm just curious. What does wealth transfer mean to you, James? Since that's what you got on your page, description, wealth transfer. What does that mean? Where you at, James? Isn't it interesting when you start asking people some questions? They ain't got no response. Isn't that interesting? And that is so very interesting. Look here, y'all. Wealth transfer, we are going through the biggest modern day wealth transfer in history. From who to who? James? Who's the wealth transfer? Because all I see is the rich getting richer. If I ask you, name me a rags to riches story you know of, James, in the last 5 years. Name me a rags to riches story that you know of, James. Since you talking about we're going through the biggest modern day wealth transfer, name a rags to riches story that you know that everybody else know of. Name one. See you later, Stacy. Draw the line. You think you're paying back the 35 trillion in debt? That's not my question. My question is, since you say we're going through the biggest modern day wealth transfer in history, I said, name a rags to riches story that you know of. James, name a rags to riches story you know. Since we're going through a modern day, I hope your next blessed hours are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. My only issue is that people people enjoy my conversation, people enjoy my insight, people enjoy my message, but they're scared to support me financially. And what do you know of that's successful that ain't making money? What do you know that's successful and ain't making money? Okay? Hey, send me some money. And she said, how can I help? Send me some money. That's how you can help. That's all. Just send me some money. If it's $5, if it's $1, send it to me. Okay? Send it to me. You be the answer. Because like I told you, nothing is successful that ain't generating money. Okay? Nothing. There's nothing successful that's not generating any income. And isn't it interesting? I can be positive and struggle, but I can go negative. I don't have Patreon. That's what I don't have. Maybe I need to look into that. I don't have Patreon. I don't have it. Got Cash App and Venmo. And my company got PayPal. Okay, that's it. Hebrews 13:5 tells us, keep your life free from love of money and content with what you have. For he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. But Smiley J, he also say you have not because you ask not. So what about that scripture? You have not because you ask not. So how do you explain that scripture, Smiley J? Okay? And see when you have the love of money is what is the root of all evil. But money is the answer for all things. Oh, let me find that scripture. It's in Ecclesiastes. Okay? So that you can so you can see money. Let me find out where it is. Ecclesiastes 10:19. Let me read this to you, Smiley J. Okay, so you can see this. This is what 10:19. Here we go. Okay, here we go. A feast is made for laughter, and wine makes merry, but money answers everything. Thank you, Leviton. Thank you. Okay, what's going on? Where you at, Smiley J? What'd you say about that scripture? A feast is made for laughter. This is Ecclesiastes 10:19. And wine makes merry, but money answers everything. Let me read it to you in the Message Bible. It says, laughter and bread go together, and wine sparkles to life, but it's money that makes the world go round. What do you say about that? Well, a Smiley J, where you at? What you say about what you got to say about that? And see, and people talk about there's nothing that you can do. You okay? So does that make it right? Because let me read that scripture. Hold on. So you won't think I made this up. So you won't think I make this up. James 4:2. James 4:2. So you won't think I'm making this up. I wanna definitely get it in here. Wait a minute, I'm going too far. James 4:2. Okay, it says okay. Let me read it. Let me see here where I want to start. Here we go. You lust and you do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive because you ask amiss, that you may spend it on your pleasures. Okay? It ain't about it means don't get drunk before you make money. I never asked for money. Well, does that make it right? Because you don't ask for money? Do you have money, Smiley J? Since you never asked for money, do you have money? Well, follow me. Stacy, that's all you got to do. Follow me. Follow me, subscribe. And you got me. Smiley J, where you at? Do you have money, Smiley J? I have enough of what my family and others that I ask help. Wait a minute. I have enough for my family and others that ask I help. But it's okay for other people to ask you for money. Is that what you're saying? Hamza, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. So you're saying it's okay for other people to ask you for money, but it ain't okay for you to ask for money. Is that what you're saying? Well, then, if why are these preachers asking for money for your tithes and offering? You go to church, Smiley J? Do your pastor ask you for money for tithes and offering, Smiley J? Hey, Smiley J, do your pastor ask you for tithes and offerings if you go to church, Smiley J? No, it's not. Yes, they do 10%, but it's okay for the pastor to ask you for money, but it ain't okay for a normal person. Hey, man, if you want to support me, if you like to see me successful, sow into my life. That ain't okay. That's what you saying, Smiley J? That if I'm wrong for saying, hey, man, if you want to see me successful, sow into my life. I'm wrong for that, Smiley J? Smiley J. And I'm being positive. I'm not dividing people. I'm not trying to pit one against another. I'm being positive. And you telling me I'm wrong? Oh, boy, you done made my day. You done made my day, man. It's people like you that's why the world is so jacked up. Because they always want to personalize it to them, but they can't see nobody else. All right? Listen, y'all, I got to get me something to eat. I am hungry. Okay? So I don't judge anyone. I just said I don't. Well, that's you. That's you. Me and you are totally different people. We're not even the same. You're not even doing what I'm doing. You're not even doing what I'm doing. Do you have a message for the world, Smiley J? I got a message for the world. Stop hating each other because you disagree, Smiley J. And I'm wrong for asking people, hey man, support me financially so I can be successful. I'm wrong. Really? 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 All right. Man, y'all be blessed. I'll see you later.